Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
If you have coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Here's Diaz throwing to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge this secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Eagles 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. One is down he goes. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Gutsy decision to keep it, but it turned out to be the right one, and all of a sudden, 4th down becomes first down.
Gutsy and smart, because he's used to making a lot of decisions. You know that on every play he has to do it. In this case, he made the proper one, and that turned into a big first down.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He'll wind up losing. On the sack there, and it's second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Still 9 remaining on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Diaz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, third and goal. And he will take this one in for the Eagle touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Diaz. Trying to, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 24 is the line. He get it.
He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes 21-10 game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. Well, everyone's eager to resume play. Halftime and back at it for the start of quarter three. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They picked up the win last week over the Washington Commanders and are in a good spot to earn another one as they start this next series. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing is Diaz. Throwing on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Four yards remain for second down. Back to throw. Diaz. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Diaz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Right back to him on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now Diaz on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Diaz. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Diaz. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Diaz now throwing to start the drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Diaz to throw on 3rd down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here's Diaz throwing on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Diaz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Philadelphia, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. They'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.